Republican thing. I think some people are more sophisticated and just authentic or natural on the internet and social media than others.
Mark Zuckerberg is a media mogul, internet entrepreneur, and philanthropist from the United States. He's most known for co-founding Facebook and its parent company, Meta Platforms, previously Facebook, which he serves as chairman, chief executive officer, and controlling shareholder. Zuckerberg attended Harvard University, where he co-founded Facebook with his roommates Eduardo Saverin, Andrew McCullum, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes in February 2004. Initially limited to a few select college campuses, the site quickly grew in popularity and later moved beyond universities, eventually reaching 1 billion members by 2012. In May 2012, Zuckerberg took the firm public with a controlling stake. In 2007, at age 23, he became the world's youngest self-made billionaire.
To use your words, I think that everyone can use their voice and can find media that they trust.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is Mark Elliott Zuckerberg, but is also known as Zuckerberg. He was born May 14, 1984 in White Plains, New York, making him 37 at the time of this production. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. His personal style is expeditious. Like a comic book character, he seems to have a closet full of unindividuated outfits, all dark jeans and subtly heathered crew neck tees. His hair's been cut into the same shape, close-cropped and featuring the tiny bangs of a medieval squire for more than a decade. At 37, his pale, oddly smooth appearance lends him a vampiric quality. There's something unnerving about the static nature of his image and its imperviousness to the passage of time and his own ballooning wealth. It's as if he's always been moving through the world as an avatar. Zuckerberg met his future wife, fellow student Priscilla Chan, at a fraternity party during his sophomore year at Harvard. They began dating in 2003. In September 2010, Zuckerberg invited Chan, then a medical student at the University of California, to move into his rented Palo Alto house. On May 19, 2012, Zuckerberg and Chan married in Zuckerberg's backyard in an event that also celebrated her graduation from medical school. On December 1, 2015, Zuckerberg announced the birth of their daughter, Maxima Chan Zuckerberg, Max. They welcomed their second daughter, August, in August 2017. Zuckerberg and Chan are members of the Giving Pledge and active philanthropists through their foundation, the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. The couple intends to eventually donate 99% of their Facebook shares to the initiative.
But look, I mean, the stories that get the most reach, right, on a day-to-day basis are the same things that people talk about in the mainstream.
Mark Elliott Zuckerberg was born in White Plains, New York. His father, Edward, is a dentist, and his mother, Karen, is a psychiatrist. He has 3 sisters, Randy, Donna, and Ariel. Mark and his sisters grew up in Dobbs Ferry, New York, in Westchester County. When he made his bar mitzvah at 12, it was Star Wars themed. In middle school, Zuckerberg began using computers and writing software. His father taught him basic programming in the 1990s and later hired software developer David Newman to tutor him privately. Zuckerberg attended Ardsley High School for his freshman and sophomore years. For his junior and senior year, he attended Phillips Exeter Academy, where he excelled academically and won prizes in physics, math, astronomy, and classical studies. He was captain of the Phillips Exeter Academy's fencing team. While in high school, he took a graduate-level course at Mercy College in BASIC. He also built a software program he called ZuckNet that linked all the computers in the Zuckerberg's home with the ones at his dad's dental practice. It operated much like AOL's Instant Messenger, which debuted the year after Mark built ZuckNet. Zuckerberg also built a music player called the Synapse Media Player in high school. The media player learned the user's listening habits. AOL tried to buy Synapse and hire Zuckerberg. Microsoft also bid several $1 million for Synapse and tried to hire Zuckerberg. He didn't sell and enrolled at Harvard in the fall of 2002. Zuckerberg had a reputation as a programming prodigy by the time he got to Harvard. He studied psychology and computer science. He was a member of Alpha Epsilon Pi fraternity and Kirkland House. Zuckerberg wrote the program Course Match his sophomore year. Users could make class selections based on the choices of other students as well as form study groups. Not long after, he created Face Match, which let users select the best-looking person from a group of photos. The site so overwhelmed Harvard servers the first weekend it was live that the university shut it down. Zuckerberg, Moskowitz, and some friends moved to Palo Alto, California, where they leased a small house that served as an office for Facebook in the spring of 2004. Over the summer, Zuckerberg met Peter Thiel, who invested in the company. Initially, the group planned to return to Harvard, but decided to remain in California. They had already turned down offers by major corporations to buy the company. In April 2009, Zuckerberg sought the advice of former Netscape CFO Peter Curry about financing strategies for Facebook. On July 21, 2010, Zuckerberg reported that the company reached the 500 million user mark. Of course, today, Facebook is an enormous social media network that's made Mark Zuckerberg one of the richest men in the world.
Partisan content often has kind of a higher percent of people who see it engaging with it, commenting on it, liking it.
Mark Zuckerberg's salary is $1 per year. It's not a typo. Many executives like Zuckerberg choose to pay themselves low salaries in order to increase the company's profits as much as possible. When the company maximizes profits, it increases the overall value of their stock holdings, which is where the executive's true wealth comes from. Executives like Eric Schmidt, Larry Page, and Sergey Brin each earn only $1 per year in salary. Mark's pledged to give away 99% of his wealth during his lifetime. In September 2017, he announced a plan to regularly sell off chunks of his shares to fund his foundation, the CZI Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. His 2018 share sales generated $5.3 billion worth of proceeds. In 2019, he sold $1.86 billion worth of Facebook shares. Zuckerberg's net worth is estimated to be $67 billion. Zuckerberg and Chan own roughly $200 million worth of real estate and land around the world. Some of their most notable real estate assets include 1,400 acres in Hawaii, several homes in Palo Alto, and a townhouse in San Francisco. Mark Zuckerberg's main home, where he and his family live, is a modest 5,000 square foot home in Palo Alto, which he purchased in 2011 for $7 million. But he also owns the homes that surround his modest home, creating a private compound. In 2012, Zuckerberg began buying up the 4 surrounding properties to his home. In total, he spent $43 million buying up surrounding properties. He then leased the homes back to their previous owners with initial plans to eventually demolish and rebuild them. However, city officials rejected his plan, so he submitted a new plan to renovate 2 of the homes and rebuild the other 2 as single-story homes. In 2013, he paid $10 million for a 5,500 square foot townhouse in San Francisco. The home was built in 1928 and sits on a 9,800 square foot lot with 70 feet of sidewalk frontage. He spent more than $1.6 million renovating the house. Reportedly, $65,000 of that was on remodeling the kitchen and 1 bathroom. In 2014, Zuckerberg bought 2 properties in Kauai in Hawaii for $100 million. These properties span 750 acres across an isolated stretch of a Hawaiian beach. In 2017, he purchased another 89 acres nearby for more than $45 million. In January 2022, he bought an additional 100 acres, and by this point, his footprint in Kauai spanned 1,400 acres. In 2018, Zuckerberg dropped $59 million on 2 adjacent private waterfront estates on Lake Tahoe. Between the 2 properties, Zuckerberg owns 600 feet of Lake Tahoe private waterfront. Cars you'll find in Zuckerberg's garage include a Honda Fit, an Acura TSX, a Volkswagen Golf MK6 GTI, an Infiniti G sedan, and a Pagani Huayra.